Hello, welcome to my studio. So I have paintings that were just returned from their stay at a gallery in Nashville, and they are back now, and I'll probably be listing them this week for sale on my website. I haven't been painting the past few days. I got really into a big whirlwind of house cleaning, which felt great. I was just spending all day deep cleaning the house and not painting, but that's kind of part of my pattern. I've noticed this about my creative work, that there will be passages of time when I'm really, really connected to painting, and I'm just painting all day, every day, just really sinking down into the painting, and that's all that I'm doing, really. And then that'll ease up, and there'll be a little passage of time where I'm not making art at all. And when I come back into the painting, then something will have changed. That time away always means that something's evolving or something's changing. And so it's kind of exciting, and it's definitely something I've come to trust about my own creative energy. The way that creativity flows for me is that it goes in this pattern of sort of a lot of attention and energy being focused in that direction, and then pulling away and then coming back. So I'm in one of those pulled away moments, I guess. I don't have any open commissions right now, so this is a really great time to request one. If you would like for me to do a prayer painting for you, just go to the website and fill out a form and request your painting, because it'll be the first one on the list to get done. So I've been paying attention to my physical house, and I've been paying attention to my online house. I'm still not happy with the photography on my website, always moving closer, I hope, to having photography that I like. But what I've been doing is focusing on the copy and how I am talking about what I do. But I have also been tweaking my offerings a little bit. And what you will discover if you go check those out, if you check out my services page, is that I am now offering Reiki, energy healing, and readings again. And this is part of the soul care package that I offer, the soul care sessions. But also there are some offerings for independent, like standalone little readings. I feel like I have talked about this before in a studio talk, but I quickly looked through my YouTube and I didn't see it. And so maybe I haven't, but I think I did talk about Reiki and my history with Reiki. I'm pretty sure that I did, in relation to my paintings. And someone asking me last fall, were my paintings infused with Reiki energy? And so I don't want to repeat a bunch of stuff that I've already said, but I will recap and say that learning energy healing, specifically Reiki, learning about that, developing intuition, which I had all through my childhood been conscious of, extrasensory perception, intuitive ability, empathy, consciousness of that, of being empathic, came later. But I was always aware of these things and aware of these experiences, and wanting to develop that part of my sensibility, that part of being in the world. Always an interest for me. And it took me a while to find the right Reiki teacher for me, who also happened to be a teacher of intuitive development. And she is extremely important to my development and to giving me those skills, putting me on that path. And I worked professionally for a while as a Reiki practitioner, like doing in-person, hands-on Reiki healing and intuitive readings. And then through a series of things that happened in illuminations and events, I backed away from doing it. I stopped doing it, which was really disheartening for me, because for so long, for decades in my life, this was my dream. And I was so convinced that it was part of my purpose and what I was here to do, and the best use of my natural abilities. And so it was very sad to me to stop doing it. But what I really sort of realized then, and really fully realize now, is that the kind of psychic protection, energy clearing, grounding, what I needed to put in place for me in order to do that work was different from what other people need to put in place. And so I was kind of going along thinking, I'm doing it. I'm doing all the things people are telling me to do. I'm grounding, I'm shielding, I'm clearing, I'm doing all the things people are telling me to do. I'm reading the book and doing what's in the book, and it's still depleting me, and it's still leaving me completely drained at the end of the day. And I feel like my own life energy is being sucked away from doing this work, and that's why I had to stop. And so I felt really sad about it, and I felt like a failure, like, why is this happening to me, you know? And then when I started painting, and I realized that the painting was where I was channeling intuitive energy, and that doing prayer paintings for people was in fact intuitive work. And then someone asked me the question, are they infused with Reiki energy? And I realized, oh, they are. I wasn't at that time like putting my hands or using Reiki symbols or, you know, infusing the Reiki. I wasn't doing that. But just the act, the ritual, the spiritual act of painting in this way, of painting intuitively to a prayer and praying as I'm painting, that was a way of infusing the artwork with the healing energy. And so for the past year or so, I guess, I've been thinking about this call that I feel to do intuitive work and to do energy healing, and do I bring it back into my practice or not? And have I learned enough about my own energy to be able to do that? And I decided very recently that, yeah, I'm in a different place with that now. And it really is about knowing me and knowing what my boundaries are and what my parameters are. Really understanding, I think, some of those old stories that get stuck in our heads about what it is to be a healer, or if you're doing healing, and the need that people come with. You know, it's very rare that someone makes an appointment for Reiki or an intuitive reading when they feel great. Most of us make those appointments when something's not right, when we're feeling that we're in the dark about something, or we're feeling out of balance, or we're in pain. We're looking for a solution. We're looking for something that's going to bring us back into balance. And so if you are on the giving end of healing work, you are constantly coming into contact with that energy, with the energy of someone who is maybe not feeling at their best, because that's the whole point of the work, is that we're bringing things back into balance. We're helping people come back into wholeness. And so I think it can't be understated that you really, if you're going to do that work, you have to be really solid in your own energetic health and wellness and protection, and have really clear boundaries. And, you know, the irony is that people who are drawn to doing this work, who have a natural ability, tend to be empaths. But because you're an empath, you're soaking up everything. Your aura is like a sponge, and you're just soaking up everything from everybody all the time, which can make the work itself feel really difficult and draining. And so that's the thing that you have to really get in place for yourself before you can do the work for other people. And I'm feeling really good about doing that work for other people now. It's different. It has a different shape. I'm different in it. I think I have a better understanding now of who I am as an individual, what I have to offer, where my gifts are, and what I'm offering to you as a reader or as a healer. Whereas before, I think I was much more just taking in what other people were saying. You know, I was reading all the right books and listening to the teachers and listening to the gurus and kind of trying to do what they were saying. But I feel much more confident now in doing things my way. This is the way I do it. This is the way it comes through me. And I know exactly what it is that I'm offering to my clients and what I'm not offering to my clients. And that feels really good. There's a lot of dogma around this work that I don't ascribe to, that is meaningless to me, because my whole intention in my life is to live from a place of love, be connected to God, allow the Holy Spirit to move through me, respond to my intuitive messages, and take action based on what I feel and know in my heart to be true. I've had experiences, real experiences, my whole life with this energy, with this phenomenon. And so it is really very natural to me and doesn't feel scary or weird in any way, and is not in opposition to anything else that I believe or practice. So I often feel like I'm in a little boat floating out on a really beautiful body of water, and there's a beautiful golden pink sunset, and the water is crystal and beautiful, and I'm just floating, and there's a breeze, and everything feels great, but I'm alone in the boat. And I'm just floating in the boat trying to find, where are the people who are my people? Who needs this work that I offer? You may have seen recently that I had a session online with Alexa Westerfield, swell designer who does business coaching. And one of the things that she said to me that really resonated with me was, your audience, your ideal customer is pretty much just like you. You're looking for other yous out there. And I hadn't really ever thought about it like that before, but when she said it, I realized, well, of course, yeah, like the people that are going to resonate with me are the people who are kind of like me. Like, we're on the same page, and so we recognize one another. And so I think that's probably been my motivation all along for doing these talks, and I didn't realize it. Why do I just turn on the camera and start talking about what's going on? Because I want you to get to know me. I want myself to be seen, so that if you are out there looking for me, we can find one another. So any sort of hiding or shielding pieces of myself, or second guessing what other people are going to think about it, or does this language even make sense? Like, all of that stuff, it doesn't really, it's not in alignment with what I'm trying to do, which is build this heart-centered business, this authentic business, where I am offering to the world my work that I'm here to offer, what was put in me to do, what is coming through me, and my purest, most authentic offering to the world. The only thing then for me to do is to share that openly, to allow that to be seen. And then if it resonates with you and it's something that you think you want, here we are, we found each other, and we can go forward. I know it is very popular business advice to have a laser sharp focus, to choose one thing and pour all of your energy and all of your dedication and all of your money and all of your time into building that one thing, to have that one thing be your brand. I know that, I've been taught that, I've read that, and I've tried to work with it. And the truth is that my personality just doesn't work that way. My business is always going to have multiple income streams. It's going to have multiple points of focus. And so I'm a painter, I'm a writer, I'm an intuitive, I'm a healer. Those things are equal parts of what flows through me. And I can't, it's hard for me to even come up with things like taglines or elevator pitch, because it's like a collage of things, and all of these things are important, and all of these things are me, and they're all a part of my gifts and my work. And so I think what's going on with me in my business right now is that I feel that I'm ready to, level up, like walk through a different gateway with the work, like really be more present publicly with the work. And I need to and want to and wish to find my new clients, my new people. To that end, I would ask you, if you are someone who watches these videos, if you read my website, if you have worked with me in the past, and if you've received a painting from me or a reading or a Reiki session and it felt good to you and you liked it, please share with other people, let people know. I think in the past, maybe I have put up some energetic blocks to that, to kind of keeping things small, but I need for things to not be small anymore. I'm in a phase of my life where my work is, having an income from my work is really important. And so And doing the work is important. It always has been important. I have always felt very passionate about the work that I'm doing. But I think things are, I don't know, I think things are changing. I think I've relaxed a little bit. I don't know, like just, yeah, this is who I am and this is what it is. And let's find each other. So that's where I am right now in the studio. Oh, and it occurs to me as I'm talking about all of this is really about harmony. And harmony is my word of the year. Harmony is my word for 2019. And it has all of these little, streams that come up from it, like organization and balance and healing and wholeness. But having these different aspects, these different ways that my work expresses itself, different ways that my heart expresses itself, that is all about harmony and harmonizing my work experience, my life experience, my home experience. And so that's pretty cool. So that's the kind of thing I'm thinking about today. My house is still pretty clean, but I'm going to try to stay on top of it and keep it clean. And do some art journaling today, or try to get my hand back into art making today. But I'm really glad you're here. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to engage with me with some card readings and energy readings and group Reiki healings, then check out my Patreon page, because that's where I'm offering some stuff like that. Check out my offerings on my website to see if there's anything that feels good to you. Request a painting if you would like a painting. And I will look forward to hearing from you if you have any thoughts or questions. Thank you for watching this video, for being here, and for being a very important and vital part of my work and my life. I love you, and I will talk to you next week.